point now. Ready for this? Yes. The emotional quotient. If you remember day one, I told you. I gave you the example of Virat Kohli. And I told you, the person is same. He knows how to bat. He knows how to bat well. But sometimes he's in the best of his form and sometimes he's in the worst of his form. Is it only for Virat Kohli? No, it's for every great batsman. It's not only for every cricketer, it's for every sports person. Not only every sports person, it happens to anyone and everyone. Then what goes wrong? Does the technique disappear? The technique never disappears. The EQ disappears. Or EQ, the balance gets challenged. Right? So whatever you learned in these last 3 days, if you are not emotionally in the, if you are not concentrating, if you are not emotionally in the trade, then you still might take up wrong decisions. You know that okay, all my parameters are satisfied. You know that ideally it should go up, but the moment you start going down, you're going to panic and you're going to hit the sell button. And to avoid that, what have we done? That is the reason why I'm giving you that book trade. Book means the paper trade table that we do today. You know this is my stop loss. Khatam. Be emotionally strong. When you are taking the trade, you are ready for that loss. And now, achalo, I should book my loss. When you define that loss, you are like, okay, I'm ready with 100 rupees loss. And why are you panicking at 50 rupees loss? Don't panic. And that will come with practice. So I have heard that all these intraday traders, they focus more on meditation every day. I've really heard that. Daily they do some meditation so that their mind remains calm during the day. And they don't end up taking wrong trades and they don't get panicked. Okay, so it's interesting, but you have to understand this, that EQ is something which is super important. Some people believe strategy is only 20%. Your EQ is 80%. This is too high. I've taken this from some theories of a person. Even if it is reverse way, 80 strategy, 20 EQ, still that 20 will trouble you. It will matter. Okay, so be strong enough, and if you have things in place in the notebook written somewhere, you'll be still much better off is what I can say. Okay. If you remember, I had said this on day one also. And what is that? Friend is your friend. And for the analogy, I told you that if the sea is right now, the current is going this way, and I'm flowing with the current. In a river, let us say, I'm flowing with the current. It's going to be easier for me. And swimming across the current, it's going to be harder for me to make profits. To swim, same copy paste. So try to identify the trend and go only based on the trend. Don't try to make history only untrodden paths, make history or something like that. Where no one has gone, I'll be there and I'll make something. Don't try that. Okay, so always go with the trend. That should be your thumb rule. Very nice one. People look for certainty in uncertain places. If you are looking for certainty, please invest in FD. People, I get some queries like this. My team gets queries. Man, if I do your course, will I be able to earn 1 lakh every month? What? If you don't earn 1 lakh every month, just do a job. No one can guarantee that you're going to get X amount. You can say over a long term of let us say 5 years, you can say on average you make 10%. But you can't guarantee every month I get X amount. Don't try to find out certainty in uncertain places. Because if you're trying to do that, you're going to end up taking wrong trades. Okay? So be aware about all these things and then only take the trade. Risk-reward ratio, super important. Have you defined this? If you don't have a 1:2 risk-reward ratio, ideally don't take a trade. Because that is the safest way to trade. Then you'll be like, ma'am, in 1 full week I'm able to generate only 1 trade. It's okay. It's okay. As again, day 1, well left. You should know which trade not to take. That is also important. It's not necessary that if you don't take a trade every day, you'll not get dinner. Correct? So it's absolutely, if you feel it's a risky trade, do a paper trade, no? Why do you want to risk your money for that? Right? So risk-reward ratio has to be at least 1:2. And if you do that, why it is important? See, I've just given a simple example here. I'll just directly tell you. See, if I tell you the risk-reward is 1:2. So basically, winning probability is, so if I win, I'm going to win 2, and if I lose, I'm going to lose 1. Okay, rupees terms me, right? Now, if everyone has heard about this, that if you flip a coin, this is a normal strategy, right? You learned this in school, 50% probability. Right? Now, if you flip a coin twice, mathematically, one time it has to be head and one time it has to be tail. Will this happen? No, it will not happen. If you do 10 times, still maybe 5 and 5 will not happen. You have seen Virat Kohli lose 7 or 8 tosses at one stretch. If you remember that, I don't remember which IPL season it was, maybe season 6 or 7. And when he had won 9th toss back, when he had lost 9th toss back to back, it's a famous picture on the internet. He has looked at the camera and he has pointed out, 9th har gaya. So even 10 flipping will not give you exact 50-50 win rate. But now if I say, if you flip like 1,000 or 10,000 times, would you surely go closer to 50-50%? So what is the underlying point? What is the conclusion? Conclusion is that you have to stay longer in the game to break even on the winning trades. Okay? How can you remain longer in the game? By having your risk reward correctly, by having your stop losses correctly, by having a good position sizing. Position sizing means what? I have 1 lakh rupees capital. I have deployed 80,000 in 1 trade. Wrong position sizing. So you have to understand how much capital to deploy for 1 trade. That is the position sizing. Okay? So risk reward ratio, keep it good enough. Cut your losses short. Super duper important point. See, there are 4 phases. I just love this. There are 4 phases in every trader's life. Small loss, small gains. Big gains, big loss. Ideal scenario, small loss, big gains. Actual scenario. Okay, because once you are getting profit, you'll be like 3% will I'll secure it. Has this happened with you? I took a strategy worked for me. I'm in 3% profit in like less than 1 hour. Maybe I've gained like 200 rupees in 1 hour. I'm like, chalo, bas, 10 for the day. 1 chai, 1 vada pav, taken care of. What do? You settle for small gains. You're happy, day 1 same thing, day 2 same thing, day 3, now your confidence is increased. Day 4, it goes against you. And you're like, it'll come back. You wait. The stop loss is it. Maybe you made 1% below the stop loss. I'll wait. It goes below that. Maybe I should do 2% below my stop loss. It goes well below that. And you're like, now it's so much of loss that let me just wait. Investor. And this is what happens. Small gains and big losses. Why is it important to cut your losses short? Why should you not be afraid of cutting your losses? So people always feel, oh my god, I failed. What do you mean by hitting a stop loss? You failed. The stop loss is hit is equal to your strategy failed. And Because in school you have been taught that you are not allowed to fail. Right? All parents, including Airtel, if you win, if you get good marks, I'll give you this much. Okay, we always have all different sorts of, packages or whatever, freebies or whatever gifts. If you are winning, no one talks about if you lose then what. How to minimize your losses, no one is talking about that. How to control your failures, no one is talking about that. It's all about wins. We have been trained that way. It's no one's fault, but we have been trained that way. And that's why it's so hard for anyone to convince yourself that it happens, it's okay, it's a loss. Take it. Right? So it's very important. You have to accept that everyone just can't be a perfectionist. Everyone is imperfect. Every single person on earth is imperfect. There are some shortcomings. Just accept that and move it. Same is the case here. Why it is important to understand? Instead of going into all these percentages, let's understand this. 100 rupees was your capital deployed. Okay? And you are okay with 10% loss. Assume. Okay? 10% gone. Stop loss rate. Assume. You're at 90. Now you deploy it again. And you say I want 10% gain. Because 10% loss I've taken. Now I want 10% gain. You will reach 99. You won't reach 100. Right? Huh? In a loss, you're going to go down from 100 to 90. In a profit, you're going to go up from 90 to 99. And see how it worsens. Assume you are okay with 40% loss. Because now big losses now. 40% loss. From 100 you go to 60. Now you want 40% profit also. But with 40% you're going to go up to only 84. 24, you're going to go to only 84. Still 60 rupees gone. Are you getting the thought process? So cutting the losses short. So here you can see drawdown is basically your loss. And gains required to make even. So this 5% loss. So basically, if you're okay with from 100 to 95, you are with 5% loss. So 95 to 5% gives you 99 point something something. So I'll just take it at same. So it's actually 4.99 something something. Anything less than 5% at least takes you closer to your capital. Again, a loss and again. Okay. So this is what I believe is super important. That everyone knows this, that I should have small losses and big gains. But unfortunately happens the reverse way. Don't let that happen. If you let that happen, you have to always remember from 100, 40%, 60, from 60, 40%, 84. You're nowhere close to your capital. Okay? So don't be afraid to tell that, okay, not a loss. 1,000 loss, that's okay. Move on to the next trade. Okay? Super important. Trading on the basis of confirmation bias. Now, you have a strategy. Okay? You entered a trade and you believe that it should have gone up. And it is going down. Okay? Now, how it is going down? It should have gone up. MACD also is there, RSI is above 60 is there, ADX is above 25, plus DMI is above minus DMI, Bollinger Band squeeze and breakout is there. How can it go down? All conditions are met. Still can there be a failure. That is what I'm trying to tell you from day one. Still there can be a failure. And then it's hard for people to digest how can it fail. What is the next step? Go on YouTube. Search. Who fails? Because I feel that this stock should go up. So I keep on searching. XYZ stock. That will happen on YouTube. Then first search. This stock will crash. Other YouTubers को पता नहीं. Next. This stock will crash. 2 nonsense people back to back. Okay. So this is this stock and then rocket picture. This person is perfect. Subscribe and bell icon. What do you look for? You look for confirmation bias. First two people are also confirming, but they are confirming against your confirmation. That's why there are nonsense people on earth. And the third one goes according to your thought process, you feel perfect, knows everything. And then still if you're in losses, what will you tell? That YouTube creator also told. Still it went down. These days they don't do anything. Because of that person I made losses, Okay? So don't look out only for confirmation bias. If you have taken a trading strategy, it's your thought process. Don't mix it up with other people's thought process. Cut it loss, cut it short if you're not getting there. I think the one word, no need to explain. This is what just gets you out of everything. Greed. Those who are in stock market, those who do horrible position sizing, they just want that one golden trade. This is going to make me stinking rich. This is never good up. You will all hear stories about all these people who have taken that one magic trade and now they're so rich. And all these stories will flash over the internet. Made crores in this trade. One person might have made 1 crore in that one trade. But what about those 99 people who have lost? No one will talk about this. This is exactly the same analogy like when people say college dropout and he leads a multi-million-dollar company. Or he's only one college dropout who's leading a multi-million-dollar company. All other college dropouts are watchmen or sweepers or whatever. Don't, so I'm not trying to talk bad about any profession. Any profession is a profession. But the point I want to make is that wrong stories are glorified. I never ever would glorify a person as a college dropout because he's only one person who has become successful. And he might have taken madly efforts after he chose to drop out. 90% people will say, he's a dropout, I also want to become a dropout, I'll also be successful. Wrong. Same thing will go for greed. That person made his fortune in one trade. I will also make wrong because one person, 99 people have not done that. And that is the reason I'm telling you 40% accuracy is also okay. You need not have a 90% accuracy, you need not have a 100% accuracy. Set your expectations right. I just told that on day one, I proved it today with the backtesting. Still you will be in profits. Okay, so please don't fall for this. You will end up properly. And the last one, which is position sizing, because we're done with this. We have so for position sizing. What I just want to tell you is that whenever you are taking any trade, okay, we have to try and understand that how much money I can deploy for one single trade. So what I've done, I've just given an example. So assume that my total trading capital is 5 lakhs. Just last 3-4 minutes, okay? Total trading capital is what? 5 lakhs. Now you want to buy Reliance shares at the price of 2,500 rupees per share. Everyone get out of that. Everyone is still in the greed wala. Drooling over what happened in the last 5 minutes. Oh my god, such a big realization for me. Okay, that is over. I know, that was hard hitting part, I know that. But one last point, right, before we move on. So position sizing, 5 lakhs capital is what you have deployed, okay? Reliance shares assume price is 2,500 per share, and as per our rule, you should not risk more than 2% of your capital. Okay, you said 2%, or you can keep 1% also, your choice. You can keep 2%, you can keep 3%. What am I trying to tell you? If you have 5 lakh rupees, please understand, if you have 5 lakh rupees, are you going to put entire 5 lakh rupees in one trade? How much money can I keep in one trade is what I'm trying to define. Out of your total capital, maximum that you should risk out, as per our rule, you should not risk more than 2% of 5 lakhs. Maximum risking out should be 2% of 5 lakhs. How much is that coming to? 10,000 10,000 rupees. Okay, 10,000 rupees you're okay to risk out in one trade. This is just an example. You can take 1% also, 1.5% also. Now, as per technical analysis, you feel that stop loss should be at 2375. Okay, what is the CMT telling current market prices? 2500. Okay, and assume that there's a big support at 2375. Correct? So, what is the stop loss? Stop loss is the support level, no? Or maybe support minus 1%. Support minus 50 because coming at 2375. You look at the technical analysis, you write these figures down. So, tell me how much money you're ready to risk for one share? For one share? 125 rupees you're ready to risk out for one share. Simple clear? Okay? So, this is basically 5% below your cost that you're ready to risk. Now understand how much total risk you are okay with in one trade. While you trade, see this is per share. Are you with me? This is per share. I invested 2500. I'm okay if it goes down to 2375 per share. Maximum loss 125 per share. So this is the risk. Reward I will keep at least twice. But right now we're not talking about reward. We are mainly focusing on risks right now. So how much per share I'm ready to use? 125. Now I know that 125 per share I'm ready to risk out. I know that in one trade I'm ready to risk out 2% of my total capital, which comes to 10,000 rupees. How many shares can I buy of Reliance Industries? It will be as simple as 10,000 divided by 125. Challenging. So for that, what we are in the beta phase. We are just making it more clearer. We are just trying to put more and more inputs for this. Rachanaanandani.com. Okay, financial calculators. And in financial calculators, we have recently introduced the position sizing calculator, which is what we are learning right now. Correct? Shall we put the same points that we are discussing right now so that it's easier for you? How much is my total trading capital? 5 lakh. So when you are starting your stock market journey, have some capital kept aside only for this purpose. Don't use it anywhere else. Assume it is 5 lakhs. It can be different for different people. Okay? So assume I put up 5 lakhs. Okay? What is my stop loss? Stop loss percentage? 2%. 2% of the total capital is what I'm saying. Okay. Stop loss in absolute points as per your strategy. In absolute points. I said current market price is 2500. So what I'm planning to do is there will be separate tab for enter current market price. Enter stop loss value. So what we did here, 2500 minus 2375. We would input in the calculator only. We are just building this up. And 125 is the loss per share. Correct? So it will be absolute points how much? 125. And if I say submit, what it is? You can take 80 shares comfortably. And is there what answer you have gotten? 80 shares. So many times people are confused. Okay, I understood the strategy. Why are we learning this point? This is very important. Last 2-3 minutes. Huh? Why are we learning this? I know NSE study, I know RSI, I know everything now. How many shares? 1 share, 2 shares, 10 shares. How to decide that? For that, position sizing is important. Are you understanding the logic of position sizing now? Yes. Our strategies help us to take a view whether buy or sell. But how much was not answered till now? How much you are answering with position sizing? Is this okay? How did we do the position sizing? First, I found how much total money I have. From that total money that I have, how much money I'm okay risking out in one trade. Out of the total money I have, I'm risking out, let us say, 2% in one trade. So one more time, of total 5 lakh, 2% I was ready for the stop loss. So how much does it come to? 10,000 rupees. That is the total loss I'm okay with. But that is the total loss, for all that whatever number of shares you have taken for. Then I have to calculate loss per share. Loss per share, I'm going to calculate CMT is 2,500. Stop loss I defined at 2375. So per share loss is how much? 125. Total loss 10,000 divided by 125. That's coming to 80. So now what we are planning to do here, we would just input what is your entry point, what is your stop loss price, and this will be calculated. That will be much easier. This will be done in maximum 1 or 2 days. Will be much sorted, much easier. So that you know, if I were to trade, I'll trade in how much? 180. Clear? Yes. And with this, I officially announce that everyone has understood technical analysis very well, because everyone was giving me amazing answers throughout the batch. Abhi, round of applause for yourself. You should show everyone around, huh? You want to come in the camera? So many people, amazing people. You can just roll out to the camera and say hi. All these people. Let me see if you're being covered or not. Everyone is there, almost everyone. Look at this side. Make some noise. Alright, and that's all the applause. Yes. Kya baat hai. And that's me also. Hello everyone, that's me as well. Alright. First time I covered everyone in the class. Hope you enjoyed these last 3 days. I think today's day was emotionally more important. The last part, yes. But whatever we did on day 1, day 2 was more of learning part. And today, we try to learn how to simplify our life. We know it, how to filter it out easily. We know it, how to backtest it easily. That's what we learned today, right? Still there is a doubt. No. So he's saying he had seen some YouTube video, and in that, he had told that, okay, this is the wave 5 that we are in, so ideally it will go down. So elite wave, confirmed. He was still stuck up on elite wave. Now all the waves are over. We have come back from where to Pune. Okay. So please. Now no night batch for the next at least 7-8 months. I'm done. Okay. I do. Oh, okay. I do plan to take some seminars maybe here and there, but in Marathi maybe this time. I'm done with English. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's such an amazing perspective. Oh. Wow. So exactly. So I think that was a very nice perspective. That now with the Marathi channel I could share it on the family group, and now my family knows what I'm doing. Very nice, very nice. I'm so happy. I also get these feedbacks that especially from tier 2, tier 3 cities. All the kids, they say that ma'am, we do follow your channel, but we would surely love it if you could share it with our parents, with our uncle, aunties. But till now there was a barrier. They're not so very comfortable with English. But now that you've started a Marathi channel, also we do make it a point to share the videos in Marathi, and I'm so very happy. Take everybody. Now a string of videos comes up. So I was actually delaying this decision on starting a Marathi channel for almost 1.5 years because I knew that if I'm with whatever XYZ schedule I have, okay, I was not sure that if I will be able to start another channel because I am, like I said, I'm a little bit too much passionate about what I do. I think everyone is, but for me, even if I know everything, I'll still, like I was sharing this with someone in the break. Even if tomorrow someone wakes me up at like 4 in the morning, I'll be able to do all these things whatever I thought. But still, my husband knows it. That I'll say, shh, don't disturb. I'm studying. I'll study the same thing, but I'm studying. I'll wake up at 5 in the morning. I'll wake up till 12 at night, and I'll try and ensure that whatever I'm doing, it's the best. Little imperfection here and there, like I said, it's there with everyone. I always believe that anyone who's attending the class, see, finally, it's not a product that I'm giving. It's like a service, right? So everyone is entitled to their opinions on that. So my effort is that none of the person who is enrolling for my course should say, "Paisa barbaad ho gaya." That's the last thing I want to hear. So everyone should tell me that. I remember in the last year batch, someone said that you charged me X amount and I gained 5x knowledge from that. So that is the whole thought process with which I do anything I do. So if I want to start a Marathi channel, I knew that I'm going to go mad behind that and I'm going to be more passionate, I'm going to work more for that. So definitely takes a lot of time, a toll on your body, everything. So I was just delaying the decision and finally I said, okay, let's start now. It's Maharashtra Day on 1st May. And it was followed back to back by Akshay Tritiya. I said two things coming back to back. I start now. But then how I convinced myself, again, one way to maybe just learn for everyone, how I convince myself, I said, why am I pressurizing myself? No one has given me a rule that there has to be 1 video or 2 videos per week. I can even start with 1 video every alternate week. And that actually calmed off a lot of pressure in my mind. Okay, 2 videos per month is manageable. And that's how I took this decision of starting. And feels so good. I started, put just the trailer video on 1st of May, today 16th May. And the channel is almost about to hit 50,000 subscribers. But only two main videos and 2 or 3 shorts. That's it. So maybe with a good intent, if you're trying to do everything with the love, affection, respect, and your support basically that you are giving to the channel, I think it has the capacity to grow more. And like even she was telling me yesterday, she's showing the videos to her maid and making her watch that. Because otherwise, these people will never get serious about a subject like finance. And they always believe that nothing can be done with 500 rupees or 1000 rupees. A lot of things can be done with even 500 or 1000 rupees, right? क्या बात है? He's saying his travel invested in one SBI stock. So the same analogy, right? Instead of investing in FD of SBI, maybe you're investing in a stock of SBI. So it's a process, it's an evolution that will take place, and with your support, I'm sure we all will be able to do that. Because I say that in my channel, Maza nahi, channel apply is what I say. So thank you for that wonderful support, and thank you everyone. It was only and only because of you all. How many of you have been there from basics of stock market? Wow, fundamental analysis. Wow, amazing, amazing. So it's all because of you. You all pushed me, and I stretched my limits. And first time that I've been taking 3 batches back to back, because these 3 courses are essentially interlinked. This is a package. If you know basics of stock market, FATA, you can take trades on your own. You can invest on your own. You don't need my help. So you're there from basics of stock market 1. Oh my god, 2 people right from basics of stock market 1. क्या बात है? Sweet, everything. Fantastic, fantastic. So many people ask me that where do you get all this energy from? Many people ask that question to me. I said I get a lot of energy from my viewers. Basics, yeah, amazing. So he's saying anyone who's asking me about how to learn about stock markets, he just sends the link of basics of stock market 1 to 1 to 3 on YouTube. He's also there on YouTube. So anyways, yes please. Yeah. True. So there will be haters. It's a part and parcel of the game. You just have to move on. Many people ask that as well. Just know how do you digest all that hate in the comment section? I say if I keep on reading that, how will I focus on my work? I never read the comment section. So my team reads it for me, and if there is anything, so if there is something which needs my attention, then only I'll read that. Otherwise, I try to ignore all these comments because otherwise, if you're doing something with good intention, you get demotivated to do that. Right? So focus on whatever you feel is important. Just keep on going. And before we conclude, he's saying one song I've never sung in basics of stock market or in fundamental analysis and technical analysis. If you last दिन मुंबई में नंबर था? Oh, at Mumbai, okay. I met Mr. Pierce. Yes, song. Oh, so one question to conclude. In the last year, I also discussed about time targets. Like we discussed price targets today for head and shoulder pattern or for bottom double top pattern. Time target is typically 1/3. So let us say for the chart pattern to get completed, let us say for how to put that head and shoulder. I'll just draw it now. 1, 2, and 3. If these were 90 candles, assume from start to end, and we said 1 and to this is my price target, right? Then head and shoulder pattern says 90 divided by 3. In 30 days, your target should be met. Number of candles divided by 3. But time target unfortunately is not there for each and every pattern. That is why I thought of skipping it from here, because if I tell time target for one people, I will market about. And I can't devise that. It's as per the strategy. Head and shoulder has this very precisely. For flat and tall also we can say 1/3. Okay, then people ask why 1/3? Why did you just put the strategy? I didn't make it. Okay, so that is the reason why I skipped. But anyways, now you know that whatever is the time frame, that's 1/3 of the part. There you go. आता एवढे 5 तास बडबडल्यानंतर तुम्हाला लावलं होतेस. I'll sing something funny. It's a mashup that I used to sing for my CS students. So the lyrics are of one song and the tune is of some other song only. Okay. So I'll sing 3 for now. Now chance is gone. So there's a Marathi poem which is Yere Pausa. And the tune is of Din Mein Chota Sa. Okay. Yere Pausa, तुला देतो पैसा, पैसा झाला खोटा, पावसाला मोठा, ये गई दसरी, माझी मरती भाई, सराली धाम, मरती गेले राहून, येरे पैसा. That was a Marathi poem with mashup with Din Mein Chota Sa. Then the second one is संदेश आते हैं, lyrics, and mixed with the tune of नीले नीले अंबर पर. Okay. संदेश आते हैं, हमें तड़पाते हैं, वो चिट्ठी आती है कि पूछे जाती है कि घर कब आओ, लिखो कब कि तुम भी ये घर सुना है, संदेशे आते हैं हमें तड़पाते हैं, वो चिट्ठी आती है कि पूछे जाती है. One item song with your permission. It's Munni Badnaam Hui, and I had mashed it up with वो जगजीत सिंह का कोई गजल था यार. Oh my God, how could I forget that mashup? I forgot which song I had mashed it up with. I पहचान नहीं रहा था, मुझे तो आना चाहिए था, तुम कैसे पहचानोगे? Oh my God, I should have practiced it. It was not जगजीत सिंह गजल. It was तुम तो तेरे परदेसी. मुन्नी बदनाम हुई, डार्लिंग तेरे लिए, मुन्नी बदनाम हुई, डार्लिंग तेरे लिए, ले झंडबाम हुई, डार्लिंग तेरे लिए, ले सरेआम हुई, डार्लिंग तेरे लिए. And the grand finale song. The grand finale song is Tan 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 Tara, and that has been mashed up with Kahi Doon Jab Din Mil Jaye. And this song has a speciality because the verse also mashes up properly, not only the first two lines. टन टना टन 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 तारा चलती है क्या, 9 से 12, 9 से 12, सुना है तेरी चाहने वाले, आगे 10 है पीछे 12, टन टना टन 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 तारा चलती है क्या, 9 से 12, 9 से 12, रात की शौकीन बेटिकती है, खोल के मैं तस्वीर तुम्हें दिखलाऊं, चिपकती गाड़ी साथ में टैक्सी में भी समझ न मुझको ऐसा वैसा, मेरे बटुए में है पैसा, टन टना टन 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 तारा चलती है क्या, 9 से 12, 9 से 12. Thank you, thanks a lot for the patient listening, and that's it, thank you.